The following is an exclusive presentation of the Dragon Sports Network.
Coming to you live from Paul H. Muse Field at David Carpenter Stadium. It's playoff football, baby. We got Junction City versus Manila. Getting ready to do the coin toss. Looks like the seniors for Junction City, Jalen Ivey, Hayden Hudson. Trying to see the numbers on Manila. It's
kind of hard to see them with kind of lighter gold with
kinda
white
fits
jerseys.
In with the grass. They brought out four. A little run through about Manila. Man, you kind of heard about them, and they've played up and down this year. A young football team. I think it's a first-year coach is what I read this today in the paper, D. Wood. Just getting the kids to buy into the system, the game itself.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, that's like you said, they're going to be a very aggressive team. They're going to come out and they're going to play tough. They're going to play hard.
Junction City deferred. Manila will get the football. Going to get to see with this Junction City the last couple weeks, D. Wood. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've seen some emergence of kids like Hayden Hudson that's kind of been hampered through injury earlier in the year. They're starting to fly to the football.
Yeah, that's a big deal right there. I think that's one of the things that kind of turned the defense around so far this year is that he has really and truly just started coming after the ball on the defense side.
We're going to stop 30 seconds and we'll be right back.
The schools participating in this football playoff game are members
we're
of the
linking
Arkansas
arms and stuff
Activities
these days.
Association as authorized by their school boards. The administrators of these schools have helped to write the rules and regulations that govern participation of students in competitive activities for the school that are members of the AAA. The Arkansas Activities Association, which is sponsoring this football playoff game, is a voluntary, non-profit educational association.
He wants you to turn it up a little bit.
500 junior and senior public and private high schools of Arkansas. The regulations which guide these events are adopted by the school themselves and determine the type of program they believe to be the most desirable for the high school youth. The Arkansas Activities Association is one of 50 state organizations that belong
you turn mine
to
up just a little bit too, just a little bit if you don't mind.
They would be looking at their scorebook live too, or their numbers.
I don't have scorebook live.
For inter-school competition.
I look
the schools
fearless.
of Arkansas have adopted these rules on eligibility, which correspond with those recommended by the National Federation.
Coming to you live from Paul H. Muse Field at David Carpenter Stadium. I'm Brennan Cupp alongside me, Daniel Wood. We've got Junction City and Manila in the first round here. The Lions will have the football. Cole Henry will tee this thing up. I'm looking out here. We got Graydon Henry at the flank on the far side. Cameron Flowers, two sophomores.
Got to see our kicker. He kind of in the end zone grabbing his stuff.
He's good to go. Got a couple of kids tonight that will not be in action. Dalton Baker, the sophomore phenom, hoping he can get back if we're able to advance past the first round. We get him back maybe next week. He's a kid that's going to take multiple kids to replace.
Yeah, he's done well this year. He's been kind of one of the brighter spots on the defensive side of the ball, defensive line specifically as a sophomore.
Yep, anytime you need to answer a bell, I mean, it just feels like Dalton Baker has done it. And we're getting set to tee this thing up. Cole Henry at the 40. And he has it kicked, and it's going to be received at about the 25, 26-yard line. He's got a little space. He's got plenty of space. He's going to finally get brought down right past midfield. Good return.
Yeah, I must say, good return for him. Kind of caught it right about between the 30 and the 25 and got it on the other side of the 50 right here into the Dragon territory.
It's number 13, I believe. Let me check a name for him. Manila will start in Junction City territory. That was Hudson Harrison on the return for the Manila Lions. I believe Jackson Thurman and Dominique Grimes were on the tackle.
They come out kind of a
quarterback on handoff, try to go right up the middle, and he's met immediately.
Like
Hayden Hudson and Deuce. As we said,
yeah, well, go ahead and say what you're going to say.
As
Brent.
I was going to say earlier, I mean, it's just kind of Hayden Hudson kind of just brings that different look from this Junction City team. Everybody expected a 100-tackle guy last year. Also, I mean, he's just everywhere. And earlier in the season, he was hampered with injury.
Yeah, he's come along. He's come along nicely right there. You know, he's looking into the backfield. He's recognizing things a lot better as the season's going on right here.
Got Twins to the far side, single set on this side.
Stretch all the way out to the sideline on the far side.
Single back. He's going to go right back up the middle, and he is hit immediately. That's Deuce, the other sophomore. Hudson was there to clean it up, but Deuce pretty much had that one all to himself.
That's another one right there. Has really turned it on.
Yeah, and their coach said it early, D-Wood. It's going to be tough to run between the tackles because of the two monsters you got sitting down there with Jalen Ivey, the senior, and you've also got the sophomore 54, Deuce Singleton.
See, right here they kind of did the run defense. Right here they're going to come with the more of a pressure right here with Banks and D. Henry on the outside.
Trips to the far side, single set on this side, running back alongside him. He's going to drop back. Doesn't get the pressure. He's going to – pass is going to fall short. 34. No, excuse me, 39. 38. I got some – got that good turf last week at Gurdon. Got me.
Yeah, it was – I mean, it's – last week he tried to make a play, let it go over his head right there at the 10. Should have let it roll, but
that one right there, he made the right play.
He made the right play. He stayed in. He made sure he was going to be in front of the ball.
You got kids that that can hit the home run play every time, and that sometimes they try to do too much. That's any sport. Junction City will take over at about the 23.
They kind of come out with like a 4-3 set, it looks like. Got a good size right there in the middle, right over the right guard, or that's going to be right over center.
He's going to bring Dom in motion. Dom is going to receive the handoff, try to bounce it outside. He's going to have to cut back inside. Nothing there. Good job by that Manila defense.
Yeah, very good job. They kind of collapsed right there on the inside, made Dom have to cut back in, and really wasn't nowhere to go for him.
About a 2-yard gain. Not many times this year has that kid been tackled for a 1-2-yard gain. So credit that line defense. Did a good job sealing the corner out there. I couldn't tell who was trying to block, but the lines were able to get around that. Twins to the far side. Pinister in the backfield. He's going to hand to Pinister. Pinister gets through the initial line. Pinister dragging bodies. Gets the first down.
That's what you like to see. That's the type of running back he is. He's going to be able to carry for extra yards right there and get you the tough ones.
Right at the 35-yard line. Once again, I feel like this is a repeated thing for this Junction City team, a sophomore. Their coach put that he might be the best running back they faced this year, and he fits the bill. Junction City has it. Twins to the far side. Dom this side. No safety help. Pinister in the backfield with Hankton. Hankton fakes the handoff. He's going to take the shot. He's got Dom.
A little overthrown.
Just a hair overthrown. You kind of see what you wanted to see there. No safety help. That's going to be there if they don't bring one over. Put a little too much air on it, a little too far out for Dom. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10. That kind of tells you that shot's going to be there, though, D-Wood.
Yeah, it is going to be. If you're going to play single high safety right there, those deep routes right there, seam routes mainly, are going to be open.
Twins this side. Nope. Yeah, Twins this side. You got Woody and Talon. Dom's going to go to the far side. Pinister in the backfield with Hankton. Could you see some quarterback run here, D-Wood?
I definitely wouldn't. See it right there. Good call. Offensive coordinator.
He's going to get around that outside. Hankton gets past that guy. Hankton's got a lot of space. He's got one man that can try to catch him. It's not happening. I don't see a flag. Lamontre Hankton, the senior quarterback, scampers from the 35.
Kind of broke a tackle early on right there inside. He saw that open field and he hit it quick.
65-yard run for the senior, Lamontre Hankton. Cole Henry on to attempt the extra point. And Cole Henry is up, and it is good. That is 7-0 Junction City, 9:04 left in the first. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
People and technology creating a safer, cleaner environment. Located at 309 American Oil Road in El Dorado, Clean Harbors solves tough problems through innovation and proven methodology. Everywhere industry meets environment, Clean Harbors is on site, providing premier environmental and industrial services. To find out more about Clean Harbors, go to www.cleanharbors.com. Clean Harbors is the presenter of Game Night on the Dragon Sports Network.
9:04 left in the first, 7-0 Junction after the 65-yard touchdown run from Lamontre Hankton. You got Graydon Henry far side.
Banks, and then that's Thurman, and then Caldwell finishing all that side. And you got Larry Lee, looks like Owens, D. Henry, Woody, and then Flowers going to finish off on the kickoff team with Cole Henry about to put his boot into it, Brennan.
Is this the same group we've had on kickoff all year?
I believe so.
Look Get him out of here. Cole Henry is going to kick that one. Good kick. It's going to come off his foot at about the 13-yard line. Got him contained, missed the tackle. Caldwell finally going to get him at about the 30. Trying to see where they place it at.
I'll say right about the
38?
Yeah, 39 around there.
Trying to see who pushed him out. Caldwell kind of contained it, but there was another kid that got there first. One thing you want to see early on, this Junction City team, they got to clean that up right there. You can't give up 15, 20-yard
No, you can't
returns.
On that, especially like on the back side right there. You kind of on the safety side where you kind of keep everything turned back in. So you can't ever get beat to the outside on the opposite side where the kick's going.
Credit that line, special teams. They got a good block on that. Tries to hand off right up the middle. He gets through the initial line, D. Wood. Thurman, I believe that was Thurman that saved a excuse me, that's –
it was opened up nicely. It looked like the guard kind of pulled over to the side right there. Get a good down block right there on Hodges.
I think Thurman just saved a touchdown there.
Thurman kind of grabbed the hold, and then Woody finished it off.
That's inside Junction City territory at the 49. Going to try to go right back over that guard again. Good hard run. That was Penister that finally brought him down.
Something you kind of need to see a little bit better of is shoulder pad level right here on the defensive line. They're kind of standing up quick, and that's not going to work well right there against a power run team.
About a 6-yard carry there for Manila. Once again, we're struggling to see their numbers. They got gold, and everything is gold on the field. It's having a hard time picking up their numbers on those white jerseys. I think he was all sides out here. You kind of hate to see that if you're Manila. You kind of back yourself up 5 yards. Had the big – all sides on –
false start, but he gave an encroachment signal on this side.
That's kind of what I was looking at. The guy was going the other way. I
said all sides, and then the referee said false start, and then it don't matter. They got it figured out. It's a 5-yard penalty either way.
It's going to bring them back to 2nd and 10. I thought it was 2nd and 4 out of the 5. 7:47 left in the first quarter. Twins to this side, single back. It's going to hand to him right up the middle, and he is hit pretty quick.
Penister collapsed nicely right there.
Hudson cleaned it up. A little bit better on that pad level on that one, D. Wood. Still needs to improve, but it was a little bit better.
Yeah.
Passing situation here for Manila.
Gonna bring pass rush like we did last time.
It's hard to just match that energy. You got D. Henry and you've got Jordan Banks coming on those edges, man. Like we said, Baker's not in tonight. Lost Tolles to injury before the season started. That's you'd have an incredible pass rush. Banks off the bat. He's got a guy.
Pick off by Woody.
Woody's going to cut that back, and he is going to house that, I believe.
Yeah, that's gone. We don't see it. There's a flag.
There's a flag. It's going to come back here without anything to do with the play.
That's unnecessary flag. You got to do better than that. Behind the play.
Yeah, it was 15 yards behind the play. I don't see what they – I saw Hudson and a couple of others right there at midfield. I don't know if he hit him in the back.
It looked like a block in the back to me from what I saw.
Yeah.
But
it's going to bring – feels like Woody's had several of those called back this year.
One of them unnecessary against Smackover, but we'll let that slide.
That's the type of plays you got to eliminate. Woody's been a ball hawk these last few weeks, man.
What does that make, 7 interceptions on the year now?
In the last 5. That's in the last 5 weeks, ain't it? It's going to bring the ball all the way back onto the Junction City side of the field at the 46. So after the touchdown was nullified by
blocking the back.
a block in the back.
I mean, that's just somebody wanting to make a crushing hit, and you're not a.
It's just that far behind the play. You hate to see.
Yeah,
I mean, it was the right call. I'm not saying it wasn't. It was just one unfortunate. You got Twins far side. Dom near side. You got Pinister in the backfield with Hankton. Manila. I don't think we were.
False start right there. Kind of wasn't set.
Yeah, no, nobody was set. Going to be a 5-yard back them up 5.
If you're seeing how Manila kind of reacts right there to the strong side, though, if you kind of get the hurry up over there to the opposite side, you're going to catch them off guard, moving players.
And with the speed we do have, that is favorable for us, to say the least. 6:46 left in the first. It's 7-0 Junction City. Same formation. Pinister in the backfield with Hankton. They're going to bring Hudson in motion. Once again, they shift with Hudson. High snap. Hankton able to hold on to it. He's going to try to follow blockers, and he's hit immediately. Good tackle by Manila. No blocking over there. He kind of got right through it.
Yeah, I think it might have. I couldn't really tell what happened.
Busted
The high
play,
snap really
something.
kind of messed that up for him.
Now you're
second and long.
Yeah, second and very long. Trying to see what yard line that is. It's about the 36, 37.
Second and 19, close around about.
Twins to this side.
They're going to get false start right here.
This is the stuff we haven't done the last few weeks. You're trying to press, and now you're just pre-snap penalties, dude. What I feel like we talked about it a lot earlier in the year. We've done better, but you can't do them. We're going to take 30 seconds. We'll be back. It is 6:12 left in the first.
Located at 501 North Main Street, stop in at State Line Pharmacy from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Besides filling all of your prescription needs, you can also enjoy their delicious line of Bluebell ice cream and shop their seasonal boutique. If you're in a hurry, use their convenient drive-thru. And if you don't want to wait in line, come to State Line Pharmacy. State Line Pharmacy, a proud supporter of the Junction City Dragons and the Dragon Sports Network.
Well, wasn't sure if that break was on schedule, but we got the 30 seconds in anyway.
Got to keep it in for the radio, people.
Yeah, that's going to bring up second and very long for this Junction City offense. It's 6:12 left in the first. 7-0 Junction City on top. Hankton had the 65-yard touchdown run. Junction City took over after the interception. Had a touchdown called back on it. Woody had the block in the back, and now we've had a couple penalties and a good stop by that Manila defense.
Yeah, Manila right here doing pretty good on defense. You don't need to help them out any further.
Let's see where that safety goes. I'm watching Woody right here.
Well, that type of motion right there, man, that's a lot of shifting.
He's going to try to follow his block and hit immediately. Somebody's got to pick him up. Good. That was the linebacker. Seeing numbers. Can you tell what number that is?
Number 2 maybe right there. I couldn't tell.
I couldn't tell if it was 22 or 2. Looks like 22.
Yeah, I can't. That's so hard to see these numbers.
See if I can get a name for the Manila fans.
Third and very long.
Caden Tipton on the tackle there. Hankton in the gun by himself. High snap again. He's got a guy coming off the edge. Hankton's going to have to try to elude. He does. He kicks out to Hudson. Hudson makes a guy miss. Hudson gets a full head of steam. Going to pick up, I don't know, 7, 8.
Yeah, about 7 to 8 right there. Maybe closer to 10, but.
With Dalton Baker out tonight, Mr. Cole Henry will have punting duties. Trying to see what they're saying. That's about the third high snap I've seen, D-Wood.
Yeah, you got to get that down. This is playoff time right here. You should have that all figured out.
Cole, has he attempted a punt this year?
Not that I know of.
This is Cole's first time punting. Another thing, he gets the
Good
snap off perfect.
Solid
Pretty
punt.
good punt.
Solid punt.
Going to field it at about the 21. Ball's on the ground. Woody got him. Woody right at the 20.
What a punt. What a punt by Mr. Automatic. He's celebrating too.
Good punt. That's how you step up and just make something happen, D-Wood. I mean, you haven't done it all year. And we watched him. I think you said it. I mean, it was a great leg last week.
Yeah, it was,
We watched him in warm-ups. Flip the field.
That's what you like to see. It's going to put it on the 20-yard line, it looks like. Manila's going to start the next offensive possession. I'm telling you, man, if that flex by Cole Henry right there doesn't get the team fired up, I don't know what will, Brennan.
See what that Dragon defense can do here. Trying to go around that guard. He kind of has a misdirection there. Jalen Ivey was holding on. There was another Dragon. Was
Banks
it
at the bottom right there.
Jordan Banks, the junior.
You should really get you some glasses, Brendan. They're pretty nice.
I can't see anything, buddy. I'm listening to y'all up here giggle like little schoolgirls.
4-yard gain, it looks like.
4.5. Get your glasses, bud. Good run there on first down from Manila. Got Twins on the far side. Single back near side. He's going to try to go right around the right side. Junction City missed a tackle. Trying to hold on.
Thurman there to make the play, but you got to keep your head up trying to make the tackle. You can't drop your head. You got to.
Yeah, he drug him a good 2 or 3 yards.
Thurman was there to make a play right at the line of scrimmage, or maybe a little bit of a loss, but you cannot drop your head right there.
It's going to bring on Jeter in for Ivy. First down pickup for Manila. Ball's at about the 32-yard line on Manila's side of the field. It's 4 minutes left here in this first quarter. Twins on that far side. Single receiver near side. Same play. He's hit immediately. That
Ivy right there. Kind of ran right into that brick wall.
That's Jeter. My goodness.
Jeter?
My
67-57.
Do you need glasses?
I do.
You don't ever make comments and ask if someone needs glasses, and you make a call like that. Big Jeter, the junior. You can kind of see this identity of Manila, what they're trying to do, and they've had some success here early. But you can't let them lull you to sleep with that and then take the shot downfield and you're caught napping.
It'll be a false start.
Yeah, they went with Deuce and Jeter.
That little shift, that late shift right there.
That's what you can't have if you're Manila, because you're picking up 3, 4, 5 yards a carry, and then you put yourself behind the sticks. Now you're sitting at about 2nd and 14. $3:15 left here in the first quarter. Twins on both sides. He's going to drop back to pass. He sailed it.
Larry.
Right kind of got tangled up with Brennan Lee. Lee was going, credit both of them. They were both there to make the play.
That's what you like to see for your defensive backs, kind of high pointing the ball right there.
Another pass breakup for Larry. I feel like I've said that a lot this year as well.
Oh, you have.
Hodges.
Especially the foul game.
Yep. Had 5 of them. Hodges and Henry check in.
Got trips to this side.
Watching Henry. Oh, that was Banks right in his face, wasn't it? Good trip tackle by Dom.
Davis coming over the top.
That'll bring up 4th, won't it?
Maybe about 4th and about 5, it looks like. 4th and 4, 4th and 5. They're going to punt, it looks like.
That side of the field, you're at the 36-yard line on your own side of the field this early. It's a 1-touchdown game. I think you got to punt it. There comes on Nemo Caldwell, the freshman. I just feel like, man, Banks, he just is always in the backfield every play. You got both Grimes back to receive the punt. Got to stay true right here to the fake.
See right here, they kind of faded towards the Dragon
sideline.
Snap that
quick. Oh, they're going to give Woody an opportunity here. Woody's caught it. He's got trying to get his blocker set. If he cuts back, they're going to get a hold on Brennan Lee.
They're going to be a hold on the opposite side and then block it.
That's a horse collar.
We're throwing extra flags out here. This is just blocking. I don't know.
I thought there's a flag on the far side.
There's
3
2 flags on the far side.
3.
1 flag right here.
There's 5 flags on the field. There's 5 flags.
Let's see. I'm counting 3, 4.
There's 3 on that side over there. 5.
This guy down here.
There's 3 on the far side. My goodness, I saw what they called on Lee over here. I thought it was just a good block, but he kind of went to the ground.
Oh, and also on this side over here, they're trying to throw something on Hodges over here, but Hodges was just finishing off a block. Kind of like you've seen Deuce do multiple times this year.
I know what that one was. That was a horse collar. I don't know what was on the far side. I thought they got Lee on this side.
Offsetting penalties then.
What's the other 3?
It shouldn't
Hold.
matter. It's going to be offset them. Replay the down.
Well, after all that, we've got a replay. 2:05 left in the first. What a sequence. That's the first time I've seen 5 flags on the field in a long time.
But again, penalties kind of
Nullified.
getting in their way right here.
Another good return by Woody. Let's see if they're tired of seeing number 5, and let's see if they kick it to number 3 right here, D. Wood. Yeah, if you're Manila, there's the other Larry. Good to see him back, man. He hadn't played in a while. The other Larry twin. High snap, ball's over his head.
Oh, well over his head.
He's going to have to pick it up. He's going to try to get rid of it. He does.
Decent little kick right there.
My goodness, credit him.
Let it roll, guys.
Oh, I thought we were fixing to try to run with that. Credit the Manila punter, man. What a play. I don't know how he got – my goodness.
I mean, if you really sit there and look at it, that was about a 15-yard punt from where the line of scrimmage was, but by God, from where he hit it right here.
25 yards behind.
It was
that was
a
incredible.
40-yard punt right there.
Got it on Junction City side of the field. Man, that's
heck of a job by him.
That's a game-changing play for the Lions if they're able to get this stop right here.
That's a way to stay composed right there.
Twins this side, Dom far side, Pinister in the backfield with Hankton. Seen 3 or 4 high snaps there in that first couple of drives.
Got to get those down right here.
He's got it. He's going to fake the Pinister. He's going to hit the – and when Hankton has missed this year, he's missed low.
I mean, that's what you like to see if you are going to miss.
If you're going to miss low.
But that right there, it kind of hurried it up, try to put a little bit too much on it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'd like
Dom,
to see him let that just develop another second. Dom's going to open that up.
With the weapons you have out there, you have time.
Yeah, and the line's been better the last few weeks. Credit this Manila team, man. They've sold out on the run here. Hankton's going to drop back. He's got one guy on his blind side. He's going to have to throw it. He throws it.
Woody's
across. Got it. Woody got the first down. Good patience there by Hankton.
A little motion right here brought Woody in motion coming back towards the quarterback, and then where he snapped the ball, he just kind of went across on a drag as he rolled out to the left. I mean, that was kind of a good play design right there, Brenna.
About the 38-yard line of Manila. Yeah, that's another thing. Hankton's feet are able to kind of help you pick that up. It's just a great play design, but him rolling to the left, they brought that weak side pressure, and, it was close. High snap. Hankton handles it. He's looking for –
couldn't tell where that one was going.
I couldn't tell which one was going to.
Good coverage right there by 20 that was covering up Owens right there. But
they're both standing kind of within 5 yards of each other.
I'd like to see him kind of get back into the run game right here a little bit. Just kind of get
Pinister
a few more carries, But again, if he's going to come in close right here on Dom, what do we got right here? This quarterback coming in. I mean, not quarterback, ref. Spotting the ball. 1 yard off.
Yeah, they had it.
You see how they kind of gone? They kind of got too high safety now.
Well, you had to, and that's going to open up the run game, as you just said, D. Wood. Man, this is quiet for a playoff game in here. Hankton has the snap. He's going to try to follow his blockers. Hankton's got the initial burst through. He's going to make another guy miss. Hankton got one more. Hankton spins around him, and he's going to take that in.
About the one. I'm going to say about the three.
The 3. I don't see any laundry. Another good run from Hankton. 1:21 left in the first. You know what time it is now, D. Wood.
Yeah, this is
Brady Pinister time. Do they put him in that formation where he's kind of the heavy formation? I don't see Henry or any of them in. I think they're going to keep with the same.
We really ain't seen that heavy formation in a while. They kind of might be trying to keep it off film maybe for later on maybe.
He's going to take it and try to follow his block. Spins off a guy, and he takes that in. Lamontre Hankton with his second touchdown of the game. 1:16 here left in the first as Mr. Automatic is set to try to tack on the PAT. Hankton's got 5 rushes for 98 yards and 2 scores already. Oh, my goodness. It's
that one
kicked the top of the ball.
A little excited back there, Brennan. Just a little excited.
If trying to give y'all a 5-second notice, we're fixing to take a break, and we'll be back in 30 seconds.
Well, Sellers is 98, so if that's Rev down there, we'll listen to him.
I like that motion play.
Yeah, it was a good play.
That was nice. But, hey, on that screenplay, any other team, that's six.
Yeah, that's house.
That's six. Manila ain't bad. No. They fight. I like that.
Minute 16 left here
We're
in
not
the first.
on yet, Brennan.
Oh.
All right, you ready? Didn't.
Are we in? Oh, that's right here. No man's land. Get it. Are we in? Are we in? Okay, okay. Minute 15. Ball went out of bounds there. They will get pretty good field position.
Spotted where it went out.
About the 36, 37-yard line then.
Some people don't understand that if it's not past the 35-yard line on a kickoff right there, then it takes a spot of where it went out.
They don't know either, do what? Because they're giving extra.
Normally it goes past the 35, so it goes back to the 35-yard line.
It's going to be at the 42, close to the 43. Still on the Manila side of the field. A minute 15 left in this first. It's 13-0 Junction City on top. The Lions, you've kind of seen their identity early. They wanted to run between the tackles. They're going to try to throw it on first down here. Threw it before his guy got turned around.
Yeah, you can tell he's getting rushed back there with the pressure from the defensive line.
Yeah. I mean, I just feel like we say Jordan Banks' name over and over.
Well, there's a reason. He's been there. He's been in the backfield a lot this year.
The junior. Credit that secondary from Junction City, man. They have stepped up these last few weeks.
Yeah, I mean, man-to-man defense, they have done well.
Since Dominique Grimes has went to the defensive side of the ball, he's done phenomenal.
QB
Quarterback
run.
keeper. He's got
Ball's
out.
They
Demarion Henry
still
was trying to
loose.
get it. I think he got
it back.
Demarion Henry tried to get those hands on it.
It's going to be about a third and 3.
Third man right below midfield on the Manila side. 50 seconds left in the first. Kind of opened the playbook here. I think you're in 4-down territory, to be honest with you, D. Wood.
Yeah, I mean it.
They haven't really been stuffed at the line yet. I think you've got 2 plays to get 3 yards. If you're Junction City, there it is. And he's got the first
Following
down.
his blocks.
Jackson Thurman finally brings him down.
They brought 71 right there, the big fella on the offensive line right there, brought him on a pull, and he kind of just followed him around the edge. And
that was a good run there by Manila.
Good patient run.
Get a name. Matthew Walker, the junior. Twins on this side of the field. You got a single receiver on the far side. One running back. He's got it. He's got 3 or 4 yards for you.
It's going to be a pickup
Hodges
of about
and
2.
It just feels like there was no push there at the line. D. Woody had 2 yards for every guy. I mean, we cleaned it up, but.
You see, we come back with the 2 big fellas right there, kind of try to slow down that run game.
Go ahead, D. Wood. It's going to bring it into the first quarter. We're going to take a minute away. 13-0 Junction City when we return.
That 71 right there is bulldozing his way. You can't handle Manila's offensive line. You finna struggle with Walnut Ridge's boy.
I was about to say Walnut Ridge got a pretty good line.
They big.
71's huge.
They got about 2 of him.
I was about to say Walnut Ridge has got
Hell, Manila's got 2 of him.
Yeah, they only got 1, Derek.
Look at him.
Yeah, look at him. There's only 1 of them.
71 shows when you get ready to pull.
Yeah, he does.
He shows big time.
Sets his feet right there so he'll be able to get back and
So
turn
you
it.
get up. You know,
Yeah.
things like that kids don't know about these days. Film study. Already? Yeah. 3, 2, 1.
Thurman and Banks leading this way for this Junction City defense with 3 tackles apiece. Woody has the interception. It's a 2nd and about 7 for this Manila offense on the Junction City side of the field. Good opportunity for them here. High snap. He's able to handle it pretty well. He's got initial. I mean, should be.
He got him right there. He had to double on Deuce right there. You like to see the secondary people right there, kind of the linebacker and secondary, like I said, kind of come up and make the play when you got the double right there. But, I mean, there wasn't much movement right there when Deuce got hit right there. It kind of held stead, but you got to have your backside people kind of come up and make the play.
29-yard line from Manila. Good little drive here by the Lions. See if they can capitalize on it. Right up the middle again. Kind of
Ball's out.
Junctions. Oh, Thurman didn't get it.
It looked like, did he try to pick it up? I don't know.
I think he did because I thought he had it, and I thought he was picking up with it. Next thing I know, I see a line dive and get the football. Who poked that out? Did Deuce poke that out?
It looked like Deuce. That's what I was about to say. Well, every single time, if you paid attention, they are running right behind 56 and 71. And if they don't do that, they're pulling them to the opposite side. That's the only time to run to the left side so far. They're trying to run behind them guys every play if they can.
I can't say I blame them. Single receivers on each side. Right at that side.
See,
got a good containment. Someone had a pretty good pop there.
So, I mean, if you –
I believe it was Hudson.
Linebacker position, I mean, you see that right there, that tells you.
It's a cheat.
Where the run flow is going. And if you kind of pay attention to his feet right there, that right foot kind of goes back behind a little bit, kind of tells when he's going to pull.
3rd and 4, 3rd and 3. This is 4-down territory for sure. They're at the 22, at the 23-yard line. This is where you just got to win in the trenches, either way.
Yeah, just go back to what you've been doing this whole time.
He's got it, same formation, and he's got the first. He was finally tackled. I believe that was Lee.
Right there at the first down.
Yeah, it's going to get right at the first down marker. Good drive here by these Lions. Eating some clock.
1st and 10 for the Lions.
Walnut Ridge on top of Quitton and 16-7. Kind of not really a surprise there.
Winner of this game plays that match. Whoever wins that matchup.
Yeah, winner of this one will play that one. That's why we kind of giving y'all an update on that. We'll give you an update on a couple more throughout the night. Looking for Junction maybe to swap to that 5 front because right now Manila is just kind of
having their
doing
way
those
with
4, 5, 6-yard chunks. Thurman had the initial hit, and I think he got a shoulder on that, D-Wood. He's kind of coming up dead-armed. You're already short without Baker tonight. I'm trying to see why Banks is up. Banks is over here on the sideline too. It's going to bring in Graydon Henry. Hankton was ready to check in on defense.
Kind of getting outmanned right now on that.
Ivy and I believe that was Henry. Henry immediately making his impact. But, I mean, that's very close to a – so it's very close. I thought it was a first.
It's a very time-consuming drive right here, too.
I thought that was a first down. It is. High snap. He's able to handle it finally.
Pennister couldn't quite wrap it up.
Got the touchdown. You got to.
The same plays, man. You know what they're doing right there. You got to make an adjustment.
Yeah, no adjustment made so far. They kind of just punched this Junction City team in the mouth with just being physical, man. I mean, there's plain and simple. They're more physical than Junction City so far in this game. You can look in the mirror and say you're without one of your main linemen with Baker on the sideline, but you got plenty of players. It's going to be a fake. It's going to be a busted play. He's going to try to slip it. He did not get it. Graydon Henry with the rush, Dom alongside him, and Larry. 13-6, 9 minutes here left in the first half. You'll get to see the Junction City
kickoff return
team. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Making lives better from the ground up is what Roseburg believes in. Located at 1165 Del 10 Highway, Roseburg responsibly manages and uses the world's most renewable resources to manufacture high-quality wood products that will transform lives, economies, and communities today, tomorrow, and for future generations. From their vast timberlands to their facilities and into the hands of their clients, Roseburg's vertically integrated approach ensures they are well positioned to meet the demands of the marketplace today and tomorrow.
A great line drive there, capped off by the touchdown run. Just kind of that ground and pound 4 or 5 yard pickup, D-Wood, and no adjustments made by this Junction City team yet. You got to look for an onside kick here. I mean, you pull out all the stops, and they are going to squib it.
Squib it right down it.
Woody's going to pick it up. Woody's got some space if he can get around this one guy. He finally tackled at about the 37.
Brothers might have a discussion about that one right there, Brennan.
There's going to be some tussling going on in the household tonight.
Woody trying to make a play, Dom trying to make a play too.
Let's see what Junction City comes out, see if we get a heavy dose of Pinister. They're trying to cheat, take that run away. And so far, they've done a fair job at it. They just hadn't been able to contain Hankton. Hankton in the gun. He's got Pinister beside him. He's going to hand off to Pinister. Pinister, I mean, he's just doing a good job to bounce around, man. Credit that Manila defense, man. They are taking away the run.
They kind of got that energy right now, Brennan. They feel like the momentum's kind of went their way, especially after that last drive. And they're coming out playing some good physical football right now.
Yes, they are. That's why, if you're watching the screen wondering why we've been throwing it and running it with Hankton, that's why, because they're taking away your running back so far. And until you hit a couple of those passes, it's just going to be tough to run the football. Not saying we can't. And Hankton slipped, tried to get away from a guy. He does. Hankton, good open field just good tackling. You got one guy go high, one guy go low. 2 and 77. Let me get a name for you.
36 for the Dragons.
That was Josh Miles and Landon Harris on the tackle. 77. They got him on Scorebook Live listed as a sophomore. Whew.
That's a big old sophomore.
My goodness.
Kid looks solid.
He's a good-looking kid. Now, Scorebook Live, you know, they're known to miss up on that kind of stuff, but if they're true to that one, Hankton's got a guy to make miss. He has to do it with his feet. Good pass breakup. That was
play, 56.
56. Let me get a name for you on that one. Man, this Manila team, I think 56 is their Nathan Parrish. I was looking through their pass. This one away again.
See another good snap and good punt right here, I believe. I mean, that kind of swap field position and see if you can make an adjustment on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, you got to make sure you get your snap right here because it's been high a couple times. It's a perfect snap. Cole's able to get that off, kind of a wobbler off the side of his foot. See if he gets a friendly roll, and it went right into Caldwell. And that's going to be where Manila takes over. Right at the 35. I like to think that ball could have rolled another 5, 6, 7 yards, D-Wood.
Yeah, you don't really collapse on a guy quite that quickly right there. But
flying down the field trying to make a play. It's
wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah, just down the field trying to make a play. It's
wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah, just wrong place, wrong time, man. This Manila team, you just go right back to what you gotta pay attention to that shot. They could take a shot at any moment. They're stacking that side.
Sticking with the form. Like ref standing over the ball right now.
Yeah, he's in the way.
The ref's still standing over the ball, and they snap it.
Well, he's got to get out of the way.
Like,
it's time to play some football. Get out of the way, buddy. Let's see if Junction City made any adjustments here on defense. 7:34 left in the half. It's 13-6. Junction City on top. Both scores came from Hankton running the ball.
I'm going to put Deuce a little bit more shaded over center.
Not a bad matchup. Same thing right up the middle, and
Linebackers, you got to read that a little bit better.
Another 5 yards. I mean, man, they're just gashing it.
Again, 71 pulling right behind him.
Credit. That's about a 6-yard carry. Man, what a first down play there by the Lions. I just feel like it's a broken record. If you're listening, it's just they're taking advantage.
It's not
taking what we're giving them.
It's not a complicated offense.
And I just feel like we're going to lull them to sleep. They're going to lull us to sleep here in a minute and hit the home run ball. Kind of a slow snap.
Again, just pulling right behind him. That's going to be, you held him short. About a 2-3 yard gain right there, a little bit better, but
pretty good spot. He's right at the first down.
Yeah, it's going to be close.
I mean, you got a foot to go, 3rd and a foot. Man, this Manila team, man, I credit them. They're playing some hard-nosed football. You let a team like Manila hang around, there ain't nothing to lose.
Running back to this side, they're going to run to the right side.
Oh, we got a push on that one, D-Wood.
There you go.
We got him. We stopped him. About a yard loss.
Lee back there.
Lee.
Can't see who's getting off the pile. Look like Ivy right there at the bottom. Davis also. Player down still.
We're going to step away a minute with him. We'll be back in a minute. It's 13-6, Junction City, 6:24 left in the half. Big 4th down play here for this Manila offense and Junction City defense. It's going to see who wins this one in the trenches. And he's going to try to follow it right at the middle.
Huge push right
there.
There
it is.
Good
tackle.
Banks stops him short, I believe.
Once again, Jordan Banks. My goodness, what a play. They gave him a good spot. I thought he got hit in the backfield. Yeah, there you go. They got it right.
Ooh, that's worth a measurement in my opinion, but Banks coming across that end on that side, really making a good play.
I don't have nothing to say about that. He didn't get back to that line of scrimmage on that play. Now credit,
he made a good effort trying to stretch out after that, but still, that's worth a measurement in my opinion.
Yeah, you got to at least nothing else measure that. Good play by Jordan Banks. Good play by Manila picking up that first down. That's a big play. He's going to drop back. Pinister's coming off the edge. He's hit. He flipped it. What a play! Hayden Hudson.
Pick 6.
Ball don't lie.
Very almost Jadeveon Clowney, South Carolina type right there.
Gentry Hagler rattling the whole stadium over here.
Huge play by the senior right there.
But if you're Manila, I know you're trying to take the top of it. You just had the big play. Stick to what you're doing.
Yeah,
you're getting 4 or 5 yards of carry, man. Stick to it. I understand what you're trying to do, hit the home run ball. Junction City read that extremely well. Man, that's a play right there. Going to go for 2. Once again, Hayden Hudson has been the difference here these last few weeks.
Right there, you kind of had that trouble last week when you kind of wanted to go for 2, didn't have the right personnel out there.
Do you try to follow it in with Hankton, or you try to hit Dom on a slant right here?
Well, I think it's going to be
I think you try to
Hankton, kind of let him trust him to.
He got hit as he was throwing it, man. That good. Once again, the 2-point conversion fails.
It's kind of like we talked about, though. That pass you got to hit some passes for them to really start to respect it.
Yes.
Hadn't done that so far.
Let's just stay here and talk, D-Wood. We only got about 30 seconds before it goes anyway.
Radio don't need time anyway.
Yeah, they don't appreciate our breaks. So
we're not smack over.
5:41 left in the half. It's 19-6. Junction City on top. The big play, Manila was able to pick up that big 4th down play, and immediately after just tried to elude the pressure. I think it was Pinister first, Banks second, and he was able to get it off, but right into the hands of Hayden Hudson, the senior.
Yeah, man.
Mr. Automatic set to tee this thing up.
I like to see him kind of boot it again right here, kind of make it a –
clean up the tackles on special teams.
Yeah, that's what you got to do. You got to – I mean, also right here, it wasn't a bad job that last kick right there. Flowers almost could have fielded it in the air.
Played center field for us, just kind of caught that right there at about the 40, I believe, on that last one. Cole's got it teed up. He's got a kick, pretty good looking kick. I thought I saw a fair catch. Ball's on the ground.
Fair catch by – it's a fair catch by a different player. It wasn't the one that caught it.
Was that Hankton? Hankton on the tackle. I thought I saw the fair catch.
It was a fair catch, but the –
fumbled it.
Yeah.
The flag's coming out. They're going to get Hankton.
No, they're going to get the fair catch.
Okay. Good tackle by Hankton.
Flying down the field.
He's fired up. Did they get him?
It's going to be a penalty against Manila.
For giving the fair catch signal. So Manila will take over. The kid behind him had a fair catch signal. The other kid went for it, but as we saw last week in one of the college games, I mean, you can't do it.
Yeah, once it's called.
Once it's called, it's called. Even if it's across the field, if you call it.
Which I mean, if you're the guy, you're looking at the ball. You're not looking at your teammate right there.
Right.
But you got to know where your teammate is. That's
Absolutely. Let's see if they go back to what they've been doing, and they do. And right off the bat, kind of gashes that middle.
Going to be a hold right here.
They got Javion.
I think.
I saw him clapping. Did they get
a hold against them? 56 on Javion.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about on Javion. It's kind of an unnecessary. You saw it earlier on the big return by Woody. It's an unnecessary penalty.
Yep.
I mean, that penalty right there is the ball's past it. There's no need in it. So both teams early have just kind of it's been sloppy. I mean,
I'd like to expect a little bit better during playoff time, but it's kind of been, like you said, kind of sloppy right here so far.
It's going to back them up 10. Going to start this one about the 16-yard line, I believe.
This type of offense right here, 1st and 20 is not what you want.
No, that's the opposite. And I still say you stick true to what you do. This first play, see what you get. You got twins both sides of the field. He is going to hand it right up the gut and met immediately.
Jeter held it up nicely right there. Who else is that on the other side? That's going to be Hodges.
Jeter and Hodges, the juniors.
Again, pad level right there really mattered on that side right there, Brennan.
Yep. You called that the first 2 minutes of the game. One of the few good calls you've made this season, but you did point that out. Still second and about 20. Same formation here. Kind of in that – keep an eye. Banks, he's in the backfield again. Banks.
Kind of got held right there.
Ball's out.
Davis with the big hit.
I couldn't tell if Jeter was able to get on it. I think Manila got it. They did.
Manila, how lucky is Manila? That is 3 fumbles that I can think of.
There's
what's this flag
scuffle
on?
Back there in the secondary.
That's a late flag. Wasn't nobody even touching each other.
Yeah, they were just talking. I mean, man, it's just football. Let it go.
If this is unsportsmanlike conduct, I hope that.
Javion trying to fire the crowd up.
I'd like to know what
I didn't see anything
is.
by either player. There's no reason. Yeah, it's just playoff football, man. They're going to talk. I don't know who the flag's on either team. Either way, I don't want to see a flag.
If you're going to do anything, I don't know what you – sportsmanlike conduct.
Both sides.
I don't let anything get out of hand, but
there was no pushing, shoving.
If you are going to call something off –
you want to see kids compete, man. You want to see some competitive football, but you see kids get a little mouthy, a little talkative, both sides, and you throw flags. I mean, come on, man. This is football. 4:42 left in the half. It's 19-6. Junction City on top.
It's going to be third and very long right here. Going to be interesting.
Yeah, don't commit the
Do you think it's going to be a run, Brennan?
I think you got to go that screen pass like they did earlier. They were 1 block away from breaking that for about 15-20.
They're going to call timeout right here. 4 seconds on the play clock.
4:26 left in the half. We'll take 30 with them.
Located at 404 South Main Street in Junction City, Louisiana, McGraw's Barbecue is the best thing smoking. Open Wednesday from noon to 7 p.m., Thursday from 2 p.m. to 9 p.m., Friday from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m., and Saturday from 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. Swing by McGraw's Barbecue and put some South in your mouth. McGraw's, the official barbecue of the Dragon Sports Network.
We're back right here. 4:26 left in the half right here. 19-6 Dragons. Manila holding looking at a 3rd and 25 right now. Very not looking promising for them right here on this drive. Kind of had some penalties, kind of back them up.
Yeah, you just don't want to commit the penalty, the silly penalty right here. Pass interference, hit the quarterback late, anything like that. If you're Manila, you try to get the ball to your best playmaker on the field and try to pick up 10 or 15, to be honest with you, get yourself in a better situation to punt.
Yeah, I mean, kind of you had a bad snap the last punt, so you got to
keep that in mind.
A little bit more room.
Yeah, and he's going to hand off, and he's going to hit immediately.
Banks right there.
The junior.
Banks has made the adjustment.
Banks is sitting at 5-6 tackles. I'll have to confer with our stat men.
He came through nicely right there.
Banks has had, man, he's one of those kids, man, that has put in the work. Me and D Wood saw him a couple times this summer. The kid is doing something consistently to get better.
It
showed.
I'm proud of him.
They got Hankton, and Woody will not be receiving this punt unless he kicks it very short.
Good snap this time.
He's going to let that go, right? Not even get back to the initial line of scrimmage. I mean, but in his defense, you're backed up. You don't really have time to get set. I mean, it's a lose-lose situation. Yeah.
And they got pressure back there.
Yeah, that was Thurman, I believe. Maybe Hudson.
Yeah, Banks right there. I mean, that's just
a hard
like
worker,
what you've seen from him so far.
You got the Grime brothers on the far side, Hudson and Owens on this side.
I wouldn't mind seeing, I mean, right there, there's nobody covering right there in slot. Just pass it out to Dom. Just let him make a play.
They have taken away the run game here early other than –
going to motion it, bring them in tight. This formation right here, you remember right there in Hamburg.
I was about to say you got Woody that can slip right past that defense. You can slip it over the top, and they're going to try to go end around. That's Dom. Dom's got a hole. Holding on to him. He is going to be hard to bring down, and you're finally trips him up. Good gang tackling by Manila.
I think read that played nicely.
No, I don't know why, but I was expecting Dom to throw it.
I'm telling you, it's just, but
he's kind of a do-it-all guy.
But I don't understand why you're even, like, you have right there nobody covering. Like right here, they're not even going to try to cover Talon right here in the slot.
And Owens is sure-handed. I hit him.
I mean, that's
they're taking away the middle runs.
That's one-on-one right there.
They're giving 15 yards off of him, too. Hankton's looking. He's going to try to get around the middle. He does. He shakes a guy. Good tap, good block. Dom gets another good block.
Horse collar. Well,
I'm going to tackle it the one. They're going to get it. Good block by Dom. Good block by Dominique Grimes. I think Dom thinks he got called for holding, but it was definitely going to be a horse collar.
It's a horse collar, buddy. Calm down. We're good. That was a good job by you.
Good block by Dom. He looked up and saw the flag on the field, and he was just in shambles. Now I believe it might be Pinister time. Ball sitting at about the 2. It's either that or you push Hankton in the end zone.
I think we're going to do a tush push. Nice tush push action right here. Got 71 right here. That's going to be tough.
Yeah. I believe in Hankton. He's not going anywhere.
71.
Ball's out.
Right there. He just dropped low and just cut.
I'll be honest with you.
I mean, he almost put Burrow to shame last week.
Same formation. They got to go around the end, and there it is. Good tackle
right
again,
there.
man.
Hold. They're going to call a hold.
What a tackle by this Manila defense, man.
Number 20. He's been all over the field.
I called his name several times tonight. Let me check this.
Let's see.
Matthew Walker, the junior, another underclassman for this Manila line
See what
defense.
the call is right here. Kind of.
I thought they're going to get a hold on it, they would.
Holding against the Dragon.
2:34 left in the half. Junction City had it on the 2-yard line. Junction City will receive the second half kick. Now you're sitting out there. It's second and
11, second and 12.
yeah. Got to get a touchdown. Going to hand to Pinister. He's got to try to bounce it outside. Another
There's
good
no
game
blocking
tackle,
right
man.
there on the edge right there.
That's until you complete a couple of those passes, that's not going to be there. 'Cause
They're playing.
you look right here. Dom's wanting it right here. I think you got to give it to him.
I know Coach Ball wants to run the ball, but when you got an opportunity, you got to open it up. It's
once you open it up, that ball is going to be there. Right now, they're crashing and taking it away from us.
I mean, look at it. Let's see how many people. They're going to have 7 in the box right now.
Until you complete a couple passes, that's going to be very hard to do. Going to split Pinister out wide. Got twins both sides.
Hankton back there by himself.
Pinister's shown the ability to high snap. Hankton shuffling. Hankton
Pick.
throws the interception right past Dom. Tried to force it in there. I don't think Dom ever turned around.
That pressure really messed up Hankton right there. Had to get rid of it quick, but
he was he stepped up in the pocket trying to stake around and just threw it right at him.
that's probably going to, unless you
You never
let
know.
a big play happen right here, that's probably going to be a halftime score right here, Brennan. 19-6, but that's kind of, I don't know. You like to see the offense kind of open up a little bit. Hit some of these spot passes, something.
Field's going to be wet. It's cold. Manila so far is one in the trenches, in my opinion. Good defense there.
They're giving 71 a break right there, it looks like. Yeah, I guess it was. I didn't see him over there. Kind of.
Was that Lee and Javion got there first? Minute 20. And if you're Manila, you're okay with this score.
Look at the splits right here.
If you're Junction City, you get this stop right here. Do you start calling timeout? I think you got to. I think you got to call timeout right here. Yep, there's the timeout. I got to put a little time back on that clock.
Stop for the Dragon. Leave them with 30 long.
They ran 3 or 4 seconds after.
Dragon.
We're going to take 30 seconds with them. It's 58 seconds left till halftime. 3rd and 10. Manila has the football.
Lanxess reminds you to call 811 a few days prior to digging. You will give the operator information about how to contact you, where you are planning to dig, and what type of work you will be doing. Each affected utility company will then send a locator to mark the locations of the underground utility lines. This typically occurs within 2 to 3 working days. Notify, wait, confirm, respect the lines. A reminder from Lanxess.
58 seconds left in this half. This is a big play right here. Junction has, what, 2 timeouts left? 1, 2?
Should have 1 timeout left.
1 timeout left? You got to do it. Give your punt return a chance to try to return one. If not, you just got to do something, man. I mean, you got to give your offense a chance. Right here, though, you got to get Manila off the football field.
They're going to spread it out a little bit more right here. See the splits right here again. Might pull again. No, he's going to come right
up the gut, and he's tackled immediately.
Banks again, crashing off the edge, making the tackle in the middle of the field.
The clock's still running. Come on.
Everywhere industry meets environment, Clean Harbors is on site, providing premier environmental and industrial services. To find out more about Clean Harbors, go to www.cleanharbors.com. Clean Harbors is the presenter of Game Night on the Dragon Sports Network.
Banks leading the way for this Junction City defense with 7. Right behind him, the senior Javion Davis was 6. Javion having a great night on the defensive line. A kid like Javion Davis is going to have to step up in the absence of Baker. I mean, Baker eats up 10, 12 tackles a game. someone else has got to get those 10 or 12 tackles. So far, that's been Javion Davis and Jordan Banks.
And right here, they're going to come out most likely to punt right here. So you're going to give one of these Grimes brothers an opportunity. If they get a good return, you got to
don't block
some
in the
control
back.
right here.
Exactly. Don't do nothing goofy.
Don't mess up a scoring opportunity with a silly penalty. Bad
Low
snap, low.
He's got it.
It gets
DeMarion
it off high.
Henry almost got it.
Gets it off
DeMarion
high.
Henry almost got it. He's fixing to try to return this. Dom has it. Dom splits the middle. Picks up about 3. That's about it. Another good gang tackle by this line defense, man. Line special teams, they have done phenomenal.
They really have. They've done a great job of tackling so far.
They did their homework. That was a good punt.
Hey, that's what you got to have right
there.
You
got to have a good hang time
punt.
Pulaski Academy on top of El Dorado, 12-7. A lot of people thought, myself included, that'd be a runaway.
I don't know if that score is right.
Right here, man, you got Dom far side.
If they're not even
safety shading this side, you kind of got a double playing 2 on him. You let Hankton pick up his, but he's got to know to get out of bounds. Dom tries to get a head start. He's going to get him
high throw.
Yeah, but with no timeouts. Still Walnut Ridge 16, Quitman 7 in that game. This one right here, we've got a pretty good game on our hands here. England on top of Desart 14-8. Called that one wrong. Desart's been a powerhouse the last few years. England came to play. Twins both sides of the field.
Maybe he might try to get Hayton.
He's going to try to shade to this side.
Hankton's
going to roll it. He's got
Woody wide open. Just right through his hands.
Woody drops it in the end zone.
That was a pretty ball.
What a ball by Hankton. Finally got him a little time to throw it, and you just kind of float it.
Right here with the same offensive formation we just had, though, I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing.
You got to take those shots the whole game.
You got to take those shots right there, kind of open it up some. But right here, when you got Hudson split out wide with Grimes, with Dom on the opposite side, kind of let Dom.
Same formation. Hankton's rolling to this side. He's going to try to pick it up. He's going to have to get out of bounds, and he does. Good pickup.
Should have let him throw him down.
Yeah, you got to kind of nurse that if you can. Trying to see who this is getting stretched out.
That's Old Cole right there, trying to stay limber.
Okay, I see it. Good pickup by Lamontre Hankton on the long third down there. 28 seconds left in this half. Manila, man.
Take a shot right here with Dom.
You got Dom, fake center of the field, then go to the pylon, man. It's there. If you can get him time, and he's going to do it. He doesn't get the time. He's going to have to throw it out. Good pass.
Again,
that's Owens.
Who
get
do
out of
you
bounds.
look for? Taylon Owens right there.
In the big situation, Taylon Owens comes up. He's sure-handed. He runs good routes. He knows what to do after he catches the ball. Phenomenal find by Hankton to Owens there.
He's a great complimentary receiver.
Yep. 22 seconds on the clock. Junction City knocking on the door. This would be a big score right here if they're able to complete it. Play clock at 10, plenty of time.
High snap.
Oh, what a job to just hold on to that. He's got it. Back of the end zone. Woody
makes up for it.
Let's talk about how Lamontre just saved.
Right
my goodness.
One-handed, it kept it up. What's this flag for?
After the play.
I don't know what. I don't.
I mean, it's got to be well after. I just now looked up and seen it. For celebrating?
Woody doesn't talk. I don't understand if that could be on him. I don't know. That's not the type of player he is. So I don't know what this.
This is playoff football. I'll say it again, man. And they're offsetting. It's 25-6. Great job by Hankton holding on to that football. It was a high snap. That's about the 4th or 5th we've seen the night. It's 25-6. There's 17 left.
Kind of had Hankton doing a good job when he's gotten out of the pocket.
Yeah, kind of let him move it, getting a rhythm with his feet.
Another option like that here.
I'm trying to understand what's going on right here.
Even if it's a unsportsmanlike call, I'm trying to see, is it really a 15-yard penalty right here?
I thought it was on the kickoff, though. Is it not?
I was about to say, if it's a 15-yard penalty right here, that wasn't near the yardage. You had the choice of whether you wanted to do it on a kickoff or right here.
And he chose for the 2-point conversion. It's understandable on that. I can see that.
Right here, you see the single coverage right here on the slot with Dom. A streak right here.
Hankton's got it. He's going to look, and he's going to try to run it. Hankton's got a couple guys to beat.
Come back. This is going to be a it's going to be a hold. Horse collar is what they're going to call it. Man, this is just some – I don't know what we're –
Hankton was getting ready to hurdle, son, and nobody came.
It might be. I don't know what we're going to get a call right here on the.
It was kind of
20.
in the. It was kind of in
and
the
horse collar in down there at the end zone.
Multiple penalties on the play. What we got coming in from the
My Lord, I feel like we're at
a little flag
Harmony.
happy.
I feel like we're at Harmony Grove again. This is what this feels like. We haven't had this all year. Both teams just kind of can't get off the yellow
right
flag.
here.
They're going to get the horse collar at the other side, I would think.
And I guess they're not going to. They threw the flag down here. What's it for?
It's at the 3. Got Hodges for the hold.
Holding on the Dragons.
holding against the Dragons.
A sloppy half, man.
What's this flag for down here? I don't.
Unless they got holding in the back of the end zone, but I don't understand why it would have been. The guy come up free. I didn't see anybody with him. Ball's telling them get the clock. Get some clock.
17 seconds back on the clock. It shouldn't
matter on that. I don't think.
This
is not making. This is where you bring Cole out and assert dominance right here. Kick the PAT.
I know there's a few years back, there was something like this against Earl, I believe.
Man, what a play.
Dancy broke out.
Yeah, that Jacquees. My goodness.
But
we're in the same formation. Now you got even more room to run.
Too high safety right here.
This will be the longest completed pass if he can complete it from a 2-point conversion standpoint. And he's got all day to throw it. He's going to try to wiggle out to that right side. He's going to have to throw it. He dumps it off.
Pinister makes a good move, just not quite able to get there.
He picks up 30. It's still not enough for the 2.
I don't know. I guess we don't even care about this flag down here, but
yeah, I don't know what the one down there was. It's 25-6, Junction City on top. 17 seconds left in the half. D-Wood, let's stay here and talk a minute, man. Both sides. It just feels like the penalty flag is just you can't get out of the way of it.
I'm just kind of I don't know. I don't know. I'm confused right here. I don't know. It was obvious. Looked like to me an obvious horse collar down here, but all we got was a hold. I was thinking offsetting, but.
Yeah, no, we're not ever questioning the hold calls because more than likely it was a hold.
Yeah.
Don't ever don't twist us up here.
That's another flag that was thrown.
The other flag down in the end zone is what's getting us. I didn't see a hold down there. We saw the horse collar.
Or what could have been a horse collar.
Yeah, we were just anticipating. That's what it was. Both coaches coming out, meeting at midfield.
I really don't think this game is getting to the point where you have to have the coaches talking like that. I feel like this is a little bit excessive by the refs.
No, we can't understand what's being said on the field, but going by body language and stuff, I don't see it.
There's no body language that's showing anything like that. I'm not seeing it. I don't know. Dragons up 25-6. Just get the half right here.
Man, like you said, D-Wood, they're kind of nitpicking that kind of stuff.
That's what it's looking like.
Both teams, man, I mean, this is a competitive football game.
It's playoffs. I don't know.
I wasn't looking like the week before they got 2 weeks ago they got Cameron. Let's keep an eye on it here. I'm going to tee it up.
Let's try to keep from a big return here.
35, yeah, limit the return.
Keeping your lanes.
Nobody offsides on that one. Sky
Good
kick,
high
kind of
kick.
in the middle.
Number
Catch
7.
it about the 35. Good tackle by Jackson Thurman. 12 seconds left in the half. 25-6 Junction City. A very sloppy half. A sloppy game. Not calling anybody numbers, players, whatever. It's just been a sloppy game.
I think some over-reffing a little bit.
Yeah, they I understand trying to keep games under control, but like you said, it's not been any. I haven't seen anything excessive.
Blocking after the whistle is,
It's
or
part
not
of
even
football.
after the whistle, blocking before the whistle is it's getting penalties out here.
You got Hankton, man, in
on
center
both
field.
sides.
They bring him in these special situations to kind of limit the big
They're
play.
gonna
They're
run
going
the
to
ball,
hang
go to half right here.
Big Deuce, and I believe that was
Deuce and
high.
Davis.
Davis. That's about the 7th tackle for Davis.
That's going to take us to half right there, Brennan.
I tell you what, we're going to take about 5 minutes, and you're going to be back. You're going to hear Wayne Pumphrey, Derek Rocket, and Gary with the halftime report. 25-6, Junction City on top at the half.
Go ahead. He's on there. Hey, Wayne. Yes, sir. Talk to him. I think that coach's talk right there is over that game they're talking about. AAA then gave him a heads up talking about this. Yep.
Tonight, I'm going to turn that over to you.
Let's see here. My first grandbaby, Georgia Lee Johnson, was born last Thursday. She's a week and a day old. And she is a little precious thing right there.
Well, congratulations. And let me ask you this. Is she officially spoiled yet or on the way?
Oh, she is very on the way.
I hear you. So the very first one for you, congratulations, Georgia Lee Johnson. And we got one more thing here we want to do. Folks, DSN cranked it all off in 2013. We did our first game. It was, I believe, Earl and Junction here at the Muse, September 6th. And during that time, one of the main things we keep up with, we're responsible for, the DSN handles all stats at Junction City games. And the guy that took care of that for us, I did it the 2 years previous. Of course, Rod Harrington, before that, had it for 20 years and did great. We turned it over to a guy named Ricky Watts, better known as the Rev. And the Rev has been with us from the get-go on stats. Two stories I told when we did our second state championship game. The Rev wanted to go ahead and do stats, but we didn't really have to because AAA handles it. Well, he went ahead and did it for us, and during the game, we can see the official stats popping up, and there was constant corrections, seemed like. And when the Rev turned in his sheets, we always see on there where okay, I made a mistake here, mark this out. There was nothing marked out. He was spot on. And that's the way he handles stats for these last 11 years. He's hanging it up after this year. He said he's going to ride off into the sunset. Well, I know he bought a cowboy hat. I don't know if he bought a horse or not yet. But I personally want to thank the Rev for all he has done. He said he would show up next year and help us out if we needed to or come check out some games, so we hope he does. But personally, thank you, Ricky, for all you've done. It is greatly appreciated. We're going to step away for 1 minute. When we come back, we're going to talk stats at the half and some possible records and a little bit more here on the Dragon Sports Network.
I got them good. Got both of y'all good. Can you hear it? Yeah, I can hear it. You're still a little quiet. Hang on just a minute. I never wore hearing protection in the Army game, so I'm real hard of hearing. Yeah, I can. You could have just said okay. That's fine. He could have said something else good. I didn't. Yeah, I know. How about that? I know you did. Is that better? It's Veterans Day. Good Lord. I tell you what. Cut me some slack. You and Brennan got y'all's feelings on your shoulders. I had to work today. Hey, now be careful. Don't say it too loud. Brennan's on the other side of me. He said you and Rocket got your feelings on your shoulders. We're passionate is what you meant to say.
Yeah, there you go. They're passionate. All right. What you got for numbers? So that was, it did give them the 25. Okay. So I need to give Pinister on the thing. I'll just add 25 to his because he's the one that called it. All right. Rocket, can you see that okay?
Yeah.
I'll let you do it. I'll turn it over to you.
I got to turn this way to do it, but I see it. All right, whenever y'all ready.
All right, just say. So total yards overall, what's Hankton got? 208.
Got 187.
Okay, you got
Total yards.
Total yards. He's got him at 208. So just say 208 on it.
What's the other yards come from?
We gave him credit on the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I told him
208 total yards.
Just say 208 total yards.
And you're on green, right, Rocket?
Yeah.
Okay. Whenever you're
I
ready.
tell you, don't worry about stats. I'm gonna go to you. Just start talking. I got something I'll say, and then I'll hand it to you. I'm ready when you are, Denton.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
We are back. The Manila band on the field performing. We're about very fast halftime. I looked up and we got about 6 minutes left, which is good. Junction City leads at 25-6. And one big note on the stats, we're just going to go into Lamontre Hankton. He has a total of 208 yards total offense in the first half. If you add in what he has going into the game, that gives him 1,836 on the season. That is good for 6th, I believe, all time on the single season total yards, offensive yards. Along the way tonight, he passed about 5 Dragons, Dragon legends, including Jaquise Dancy, Kevin Payne, and Brennan Carter. And I believe the last one he passed on the last play was Randall Holyfield. So he moves into, we have him currently at 6th place. That's unofficially. I'll verify it here shortly. But a big game so far from him, and he has been the main thing, Derek Rocket, this first half. Let's start, tell you what, start with the defense, because I was kind of surprised Manila ran the ball on them.
Yes.
And we talked about it on the pregame show. We didn't know if the coach was serious or he was doing the Lou Holtz there, just bad mouth. Oh, my team. I don't even know if we can get off the bus. Holtz was famous for that. Start with them being able to move the ball on Junction.
Well, they came in with a game plan, and they executed it almost to perfection. You get a couple penalties here and a couple of bad plays that didn't go their way, but they're getting 5, 6, 7 yards of carry, and they're winning the battle in the trenches. We haven't had anything to stop that run, and they got a horse up front, 71, and whether he's pulling or staying to his side, the running back's following them, and it's paying dividends for them. The secondary's been good for Junction. The few times that they've tried to pass, they've been unsuccessful. But we're going to have to do something to slow down that run, or we're in for a long second half. It's going to be a ball game.
Yes, it don't take much sometimes for a game to turn quickly. Junction in control at the moment, 25-6, but like you said, we're going to have to start shutting down that run. And if you're going to advance, you definitely got to do it. And if you do advance, you were going to face a tougher team down the road. And, in general, that's going to be able to shut you down or be able to move the ball on you too. Because speaking of shut down, Junction City, other than Hankton, has not really moved the ball that well.
No, and like I said, the battle in the trenches. They're winning it on the defensive front as well. We haven't been able to establish the run. Pinister's shown flashes here and there, but we've been struggling, in which they can load the box and they can tee off on Hankton. That's why he's made so many plays with his feet, because he ain't got time to sit in the pocket. He's got to get out of the pocket because they're putting 7, 8 in the box, and they're playing your receivers one-on-one, who really is a benefit for Junction, but he's got to have time to step back there and hit his receivers. And they're just, they're killing us up front. Hats off to them. That Manila front is tough.
Yeah, they're showing it. One of the things I found out about them is you look at their record, okay, you're not impressed, 3-7, okay, whatever. Very tough conference they're coming out of. People saying that the conference they're coming from, I believe, is the I'm not sure, but I think it's the 4-3A or 3-3A. I cannot remember which one. But it's got Hoxie, Walnut Ridge, all that. That conference that people are saying around the state has gotten tougher. And Manila won when they had to win, which earned their trip to Junction tonight in the first round of the state playoffs. So Junction, yes, they definitely got to start stopping the run here. Going back to Hankton real quick, 132 rushing, 76 passing, thus the 208. All right, let's turn it to this, Derek. Got to stop the run, but what do you want to see out of Junction as far as improvement for the second half? Pick some areas to talk about it.
I mean, you've seen Coach Ball want to establish the run. And besides Hankton making his plays with his legs, which he's going to do, he's been doing it all year long. He's a playmaker. But you got a slew of playmakers out there. And in order for him to get the ball to those other playmakers, we got to have time. So, of course, the battle in the trenches, we got to step it up there. And I'd like to see Junction switch to maybe a 5-man front, maybe run a 5-2, and really put pressure on that run game, make them throw the ball. Because that's when those speedsters you got on the outside, that secondary, like Grimes, who has 7 interceptions in the last few games, those guys can get opportunities to make those plays.
And we shall see as we are now under two. Okay, well, let's pass one along real quick. Derek, do the honors. A game that Dragon fans should be very interested in.
Walnut Ridge and Quitman. Halftime, Walnut Ridge 32, Quitman 28. And that's who the winner of this game will be facing next week.
That's it. And if Junction holds on and wins and Quitman pulls Muse, we'll be back in 2 minutes.
He just went down. Gary can come in. Big Gary. We ain't running protection. Big Gary. Oh. Gary ain't called a game all year, has he? Big Gary. Introducing Big Gary. What a pick by Hudson, though, man. That was huge. Yeah, that was big. Oh, Big Gary. Jordan said you sounded a little excited. Did they catch the radio one? Huh? Did they catch the radio? Oh, I hope so. Someone sent me a Snapchat about it. Oh, what'd they say? Jana said that boy really said we eat smack over. Who said that? Jana Gates. Or Jana, whatever her name is. I don't know anymore. How many people's been listening, Denton? Let me look. On radio, Denton. That's what we're worried about. It was 3:30 a while ago. Oh! Weed and boys. This crowd is piss poor, though. This is ridiculous. Yeah, it's 3:02 right now. This is the worst crowd this is as bad as it's been in a couple years. It was better than this last year. This is a playoff game. Half of them from Manila right now. Yeah, I've been complimenting them, though. I've been trying to see if their players now. I can't tell their jersey numbers. Manila has a better crowd, honestly. Considering the drive and all that, yeah, they got a better crowd. The only thing I've been mad at is about all the deadgum penalties. I hadn't called out an official, but I just said it's ridiculous. Dad said they're mouthing and all that stuff. That's fine. It's expected, though. I don't know. The only one that I saw that we got carried away was Montre made that tackle. He got in the dude's face after the play. Yes, he did. No flag on that one. I don't understand. It's like you got to feed. You got to feed dog. You can't run the ball until you open it up. I don't know why we're hiding this guy like that, like we're hiding or something. He ain't done nothing the last 3 or 4 weeks. We ain't thrown it to him much. He's done it on special teams. Yeah. I mean, think about it. When's the last pass we had to him, really? Yeah, just let me know when you're ready to come in.
I gotta play the thing. I gotta play the thing. Okay. All right. It's gonna go. Play what thing?
The schools participating in this football playoff game are members of the Arkansas Activities Association as authorized by their school boards. The administrators of these schools have helped to write the rules and regulations that govern participation of students in competitive activities for the school that are members of the AAA. The Arkansas Activities Association, which is sponsoring this football playoff game, is a voluntary, nonprofit educational association of some 500 junior and senior public and private high schools of Arkansas. The regulations which guide these events are adopted by the schools themselves and determine the type of program they believe to be the most desirable of the high school youth. The Arkansas Activities Association is one of 50 state organizations that belong to the National Federation of State High School Associations. This association formulates policies, game rules, and standards for inter-school competition. The schools of Arkansas have adopted these rules on eligibility, which correspond with those recommended by the National Federation.
Getting ready to get this second half underway. Don't be surprised if you see something, an onside kick or something from Manila. They tried to squib it up the middle this last time. I hit a Dragon player. He's going to have to get on top of it. Great job. Was that?
That was Hudson right there. Almost up front, really.
Yeah. High snap. We're going to hand to Pinister. Pinister full head of steam. Hit at the line of scrimmage. It's just they're taking that away from the Junction City.
They're literally, yeah. They're trying to just tell you.
They're going to say you're going to beat us with your quarterback's legs, or you're going to beat him with his arm. You're not beating us with your running backs.
That's what the coach was focused on Pinister. You could tell by the newspaper article. So that was their goal, was to stop him.
And I give them an A so far. Twins this side, Dom far side. This is where you'd like to see them hit one of them going down deep.
Either that or something. Just give it a chance to work.
Slow pass to Owens. Covered up right here. Good cutback, misdirection, Owens.
Way to swap the ball.
There you go. Good job by Taylor Owens.
That was a good job of swapping the ball back to his left hand.
The junior. All the way down to the 40 inside Manila territory. I'd like to take this second. Jordan Hammett was not able to tell which team was which. He had the same problem last week. Junction City is in the purple.
As customary, the away team is away.
Just wanted to clarify that for Jordan. Here we go. First down. Hankton's going to fake it to Pinister. Hankton's going to try to make a guy miss. He does. Runs with a guy for maybe a yard or two. Good wrap-up tackle there by the lines.
You know, it's kind of sad for Jordan. You know, he went to Junction. It's kind of sad he forgot the colors and all that stuff and the football field. I mean, it's just really
he's having a tough time.
It's unfortunate.
You know, he's trying, though. I give him credit for watching us. He gets to listen to us, and, give him A for effort. 2nd and 8 for Junction City here, about the 38-yard line on Manila territory. Pinister alongside Hankton.
Running a lot of clock here. There
Quick pass out to Dom. Dom's got to make a guy miss. He's going to get around him.
Good tackling.
Makes
right
3 or 4 guys miss. He's going to try to cut it back. He's got open field if he can get around it, D. Wood.
He's got
one guy.
That's touchdown.
Pinister, block. Woody, block. I don't see any laundry on the field, do you?
I do not.
There's 2 kids that Dom just shook up
out.
down.
Ankles are hurting right now. He said he's still
we got
down
a player down.
Like
Want to see him get back up. Dominique Grimes is.
He's been waiting to get the ball in his hands, Brennan.
He is a kid, man, that just does not get tackled. They got to get this kid. I was about to say Devin's going to call him. They got a kid down over there. Devin's getting a warning. Trying to see who Devin's pointing out. Good to see that kid. He's on his feet over there from Manila. Rolled it pretty good. Good to see him up and moving. He's got to get that thing back loose where he can get back in this ball game. Can't get a number. And it's just, it's impossible to see these numbers with this late. I'm trying to see what Devin was.
I couldn't hear if there's anything said or anything like that. Say Mr. Hamry gonna We'll line up to kick the PAT again.
Quick strike there. We talked about it at halftime on our own a little bit. There it is.
We get a 26-point ball game.
You want to see Dominique Grimes get the ball because he's one of the most explosive players in 3A. Man, the kid, you just get the ball to his hands. We're going to stay with you. He does things like that.
Exactly. I mean, it's what we've been talking about it, trying to get it to him in the slot. It was almost a pass. It kind of took him backwards a little bit further, lose some yards, but he came up and made a big play, made a couple guys miss, reverse field. Does what Dominique Grimes does.
I mean, we've seen it. Manila's getting their first chance of getting to see it in person. It's just, man, that kid, he's a ball player, man. He's a credit for Junction City. He's a junior.
And also, good job right there, not trying to do any type crack back blocks or anything like that. Just go ahead and just solid blocks, not holding or anything like that. That was a good job right there.
Ball's giving the guys something to talk about. I don't know what was said or done. That official come over to coach and getting something worked out. Cole Henry set to tee this one up at the 40. It is 32-6 Junction City, 10:03 left in the third. Cole's got this one booted off. Good looking kick
right there.
At about the 27, trying to get around. Jackson Caldwell giving chase. He misses his tackle.
Got to wrap up right there. Good tackle,
Graydon Henry, the sophomore. He come up a little giddy too, D. Wood.
Well, kind of the way Graydon kind of wrapped him up, he had his momentum. He kind of rolled a little bit. It wasn't a purpose gator roll like an ankle, but it kind of
just kind of rolled him up.
Yeah, it kind of. I mean, that's part of the game right there. It's kind of.
It's a wet field. I mean, we've had rain last 24 hours. It's playing a factor in this one. Had Lamontre Hankton on the field. He's going to come back off.
He's just
he
trying
wants
to get out there.
Owens is on defense.
See how the defensive line does this half. Quarterback keep.
Oh, he's got a blocker out front if he can get around it. Good tap. Ball's out. It's going to be picked up. Who is that? Is that Woody? Should have known. Woody Grimes. Ball was picked up at about the 40, wouldn't it, D-Wood?
Yeah, I can't tell you, was it Hudson maybe that knocked it loose right there?
I didn't get on that one. El Dorado is up with the Jeff Orr update. El Dorado is up 13-12.
That is surprising. That is a surprising score. Cole Hamry lining up here. That's a good kick, and it is going to be wide right. Wide right. He tried. Who's he? My nephew over there. He's over here. Likes to talk about how he's got good hands and everything right there. Opportunity to field a kick, and he completely ducks his head.
We're going to take 30 seconds. We'll be right back. It's 38-6 Junction City, 9:41 left in the third.
People and technology creating a safer, cleaner environment. Located at 309 American Oil Road in El Dorado, Clean Harbors solves tough problems through innovation and proven methodology. Everywhere industry meets environment, Clean Harbors is on site, providing premier environmental and industrial services. To find out more about Clean Harbors, go to www.cleanharbors.com. Clean Harbors is the presenter of Game Night on the Dragon Sports Network.
To tee this thing up. Good kick. Fielded at about the 28. Jackson Caldwell flying in, missed a tackle.
Big return by 7.
Graydon Henry again on the tackle.
Number 32, Graydon Henry.
Big time play, Graydon Henry coming around and making the tackle again. 38-6 ball game, 9:35 left in the third quarter.
See what Manila can get going here on their drive at the 40.
QB
kind of a
keeps
misdirection.
again. Kind of a hold right
pursuit
there.
By Penister, cleaned up.
Big tackle by Montre.
Lamontre Hankton.
What was it got low? Was that Penister got low? And then
Penister's down.
Hankton.
Is that Penister down?
No, that's the quarterback for
Let's
Manila.
Step away for 30 seconds as they get him back up.
30 seconds to a minute.
Timeout on the field.
Second and 12. He's going to hand off right up the middle, and he has got
Davis
running
right
to
there.
Big Javion. Cleaned up. I believe Jeter was the other one, and
Kind of muscled his way to a
Brennan
gain of
Lee.
5.
Yeah, good pickup there for Manila. A good third down run for Manila.
We have flag right here. What's it going to be? Face mask?
I thought he.
What's the call? Going to be a face mask right here? What? I couldn't see from. So Manila kind of milking the clock a little bit more. 15 seconds. Only 10 seconds on the play clock now. Still getting up to the line. 38-6 ball game here.
Inside Junction City territory after the big third down run. Going to hand right at the gut
Deuce
again.
blowing it up.
Deuce. That's the big sophomore.
Ivy gotten a good push right there as
Yep.
well, but Deuce is the one that kind of came through the hole and finished off the running back right there. That's what you like to see from the big fella.
That's what you want to see him do 10, 12 times a game, D-Wood. He's going to have to going forward if we're able to advance past this one. Lamontre Hankton has a total of 247 yards in this ball game. The senior has come to play. And he is on defense. I believe he's got a couple tackles as well. Don't see Lamontre a whole lot on defense. He's manning center field.
Kind of an
Right
early
up the
start.
gut.
See the
Jordan
adjustment.
Banks.
I think the adjustment you're kind of seeing right there is they're not expecting them to go to the outside. They're kind of running between the tackles. We're pinching in with the two D ends, kind of giving extra body right there. Because that's why I think that's why Banks has had such a good end to the first half. You saw D. Henry do the same right there, kind of close in.
8 tackles for Jordan Banks. My goodness, have yourself a night for the junior.
Third
Big
and long
third down
right here.
for
Obvious
Manila.
passing down.
You got the pass off. Hit
Larry
immediately
breaks
by
it
Larry.
loose.
Good recovery there by number 12, Larry. Bring on Javion and Hodges. The Grime brothers back deep. Hankton, the middle man. Junction City playing some better football so far in the second half, fellas. Credit that interior on that defensive line.
So you got the Grimes brothers back here again. Let's see how the punt goes again this time. They kind of had 2 bad snaps, one low, one high. The guys done a great job of staying composed back there and getting the punt off.
It's a fake. He slipped.
And he slips. That's a bad part of the field right there. It's very muddy and slippery right there in the middle, and that took his feet out from under him.
That play right there, though, D-Wood, I mean, you're trying to run for it. It's that's a tough one.
You're just trying to catch him off guard right there.
Yeah, you do.
But, I mean, it's –
I think I'd have tried to drop back and throw it. I don't know.
I mean, go ahead and get with – well, I mean, their
Wet
pass
field.
game hasn't been very effective so far.
Yeah, but, I mean, it's
except
a
for
fake.
that one screen, which they haven't gone back to.
Yeah, that screen had a lot of potential on its play. This Manila team, they play hard, man. I mean, I credit them. They got 2 big boys up front. They play hard-nosed football.
Going to empty the backfield again for Hankton.
Won't be surprised if he just tucks it.
Either that little spot pass right here. Get Penister a chance out in open field also.
I'm hitting Woody down this left sideline. They're just going to go for the home run ball, and he's going to try to run right by him, and he does. Spot on pass. My goodness.
I mean,
hey,
perfect pass.
Here we go. Three-pointer's good. What a pass. What a catch. That's why you're excited about Lamontre Hankton. My goodness.
That just adds
what
to
a
the
play
total
by
of yards, too.
What a play by Dominique Grimes. Dominique comes over here and forearm tackles.
Forearm shivers.
Hankton's fired up. My goodness. Javion's fired up. That's what you love to see. Bouncing around, having a good time. This is a kid, D-Wood, that they say didn't want to play football, hadn't played football in 3 years, and he comes out here and throws balls like that.
I'm telling you, that kid has a lot of talent.
And if you like him on the football field, you're going to look. That's Cole kind of.
Cole. Well, that's a bad snap, and
yeah.
Owens had to get it back under control.
Penalties. If you like him on the football field, you're going to love him on the basketball court.
We're still playing football, Brandon.
We got a few weeks. Hey,
buddy,
buddy, I will toss you off these rafters up here. Got a few weeks left on that. We're going to try to see what the penalty is on. It was after the play, I thought. We're going to step away for 297 yards for Hankton. We're going to step away for about a minute while they get this sorted out.
Who said that?
I'm fixing to find out. Yeah, we're not live.
But I'm just, I don't know. I don't care about the fan stuff because these Dragon fans need to hear that.
Yeah, I mean. I found out where it's at. We're still live. I found out where it's at. I'm going to edit it tonight. Are y'all ready? Yeah. You all ready? Yeah. All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Penalty was on Manila. Unsportsmanlike conduct. I just got word. Lamontre Hankton just broke tied Shaquille Hunter's record for most yards in a game. I believe he's at 297. My goodness. I think Shaquille's was in 2012 against Walnut Ridge. Shaquille, anytime you get mentioned with a player like Shaquille Hunter, I mean, my goodness. That's all the credit in the world you need right there, D-Wood.
Yeah, I mean, that's another number 10 that led a team to a state championship back in 2012.
He was a field general, man. He could do a little bit of everything. Hankton kind of similar as Shaq in a lot of ways, man. Hankton's a little taller, but both elusive, hard to tackle, pinpoint passing. I mean, it's just, ooh. Manila will take over. It's 45-6. Going to try to run right up the gut again, and that's the linebacker. Oh, he's going to slip.
He's going to keep slipping on through.
Hodges was holding on. He's finally going to ride him down. Brennan Lee's finally going to ride him down. Good first down run there for the Lions.
First and 10 for Manila.
Ball's at about the 27. He's going to go right back to that interior. Again, another good, about 13, 14, 15-yard carry. Finally brought down. Was that Penister that brought him down?
Yeah, Hankton kind of had an opportunity right there, and he broke that tackle. I mean, he's been running. I mean, at 21, he's had a good game so far.
He is
right behind that offensive line. Has done a good job of blocking.
I mean, that right there, Manila, I can understand why they're a tough team, a tough out, man. If they could just hold on to the football. They've had a couple of timely turnovers in this one, and that's kind of what the coach has said has been the recipe this year for them. Hayden Hudson stuffed that and had several other Dragons come along with him. The coach said he's just had some plays in games, just kind of swung at momentum, and, I mean, you can kind of see that in this one. Hudson had the big pick interception. They had a couple fumbles they had several fumbles that really could have cost them. They were able to jump back on. They're a hard-nosed football team, man. The record doesn't indicate how good Manila is.
Yeah, they're just a few mistakes away from being a better, obviously a better record, but
4:05 left here in the third.
Good push by Deuce, just got kind of behind.
That was Woody on the tackle.
Be a third and about 3, 3rd and 2.
Very manageable, right near midfield. PA went up on El Dorado, thanks to our great guy Jeff Orr with the update.
El Dorado playing a heck of a game up there.
Nobody expected this game from El Dorado, besides the faithful Jay Miller. He expected it.
Yeah, Jay Miller, he was feeling pretty confident.
You know, talk about Jay Miller, man. You love to see a kid like that, a guy like that, just show some enthusiasm about it. Support your team no matter what. First down pick up there from Manila.
Good outside run.
Yeah,
we got
follow the block.
Minister down right now.
See Manila helping him up, man. Good sportsmanship by these teams. See if you can get Pinister off this field here because he's limping pretty good.
Did the blitz right there with the two linebackers right there over the center. Got good pressure right down the middle, but outside run was there for him.
He's favoring that ankle. This is Manila football, man. They're just pounding the football. This drive here, they've been able to break a couple of those 10, 12-yard runs, D-Wood. And
well, you hold them serve at the first down, kind of give them about a second and long, but then they pick up a lot. See, but right here, Deuce again. He's had a heck of a game so far.
That's just a man. He's 300, I would say 50, 60 pounds, man. He's a load. Oh, Walnut Ridge 40, Quitman 35. Is that a final? They're still going.
So here we go again. Like we said, a second and long right here. They've been kind of getting big yardage right here on the runs.
Significant. Come around that outside. Good block out here.
Right there.
Good
tackle right there. Is that
Dom?
Oh, yeah.
If you're wondering why we keep updating you on that, if Quitman's able to upset Walnut Ridge, you're getting a second playoff game here at home. What number was that on that block?
I'd have to look again when they line back up, but that's back-to-back times right there. He set the edge and was able to. I mean, not set the edge, but he was able to block the edge rusher right there.
That was on the block. That was Jacob Bauer, senior.
That's another first down for Manila.
Kind of made that play happen.
Well, it's a double on that side because number 13, I believe, is playing at kind of the H-back position or maybe on a little bit more of a closer slot, and he's kind of coming in and helping out with that block.
He's going to hand off on the left side. Hodges carried. There was someone else. That was Lee.
Hodges comes through with Lee and Hudson
cleaned it up. Hodges made that happen.
Hayden Hudson.
About a loss of maybe a half yard.
But again, they've been a second long and got the first down. You gotta.
And you're eating clock.
Yeah,
I understand the game's 45-6, but this is the drive. You want to keep Lamontre Hankton off the field.
Which, I mean, the mercy rule is in effect right now, so clock's going to be running. But so you're going to come down. I wouldn't be surprised. Another little edge block right here. We're going to roll out this time.
Lee come off the blitz, and he.
Yeah, it's technically inside the tackle box. Might have said there was a receiver in. Yeah, the 7 and 33 were both right there in the area.
Good job getting rid of that. Lee shot out of a cannon there. That's going to bring the third quarter to a close. Walnut Ridge driving, but it is 45-6. Junction City on top. getting ready for some fourth quarter football here. It's been all Junction City. Second half, Manila really held on and gave us a great game there to start, D-Wood. It's all kind of changed after that Hudson interception.
Yeah, the Hudson interception right there, and it definitely, I mean, for Manila right there, the score gets kind of separated like that. The way their offense runs, it's kind of hard to make a comeback.
Yep, absolutely.
See, we got this trip set out here. This is exactly the same set that they ran that screen on earlier, so you'd like to see them attack that.
Yeah, it's a third and call it 10. Clock will be running here in this fourth. Jumps it. He's got some outside pressure. That's Thurman. Sack. Cowboy.
It looked like he was kind of not expecting them to run downfield the way he kind of reacted right there. I mean,
he was expecting a 7-8 yard route.
I mean, that's not a – I mean, when your offense isn't predicated on the pass right there, it's kind of makes it a little bit hard. But they're going to go for it on fourth down right here, down 45-6. Ain't no need. I mean, you might as well.
Yeah, there's no need in punting it away. He's going to drop back. It's a good rush. Guy comes back, makes a good catch. But Lee, go ahead and take that away. Can you get the cheerleaders in, Derek? Can you see them? Go ahead and zoom out for the cheerleaders a little bit. Get some action for them. We had a couple fans last week wanting some views of the cheerleaders cheering. We're going to stay with y'all for a second and let y'all – they're not really cheering right now, but get some camera time. We had a couple requests last week. Get some names coming on the field. D. Wood.
Say number 60 right there. See, I'm trying to see. He coming in at the left guard. I think we still need another player.
Matthew Shern.
Need a left tackle.
Walnut Ridge is up 46-35. That's a heartbreaker, man. I'd like to see Quitman come back, see what they can do.
It's like Woody in the backfield.
Going to side it, get him. See what we can get here. Hankton's still in the football game. He's going to hand off to Woody. Woody's got a little bit of space if he can get through the initial line. Stiff arms
Hold
a man.
on to that ball right there.
Yeah, first down carry there for Woody Grimes, the senior.
Woody Grimes on the carry for the Dragons.
Shotgun
we got
formation.
a second down, first down mark over here. I don't know. Chains are.
He makes a guy miss. Makes another guy miss.
Down.
Finally push it.
If he'd have went down, maybe got a flag. But it's
first,
a tough.
That's a first.
It's hard to bring the Grimes brothers down. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah. After the second and -1 there, he was able to pick it up.
Second and -1 for real. I don't know.
They're ready to get there. It's
they
cold.
Called that.
It's
they,
opening day
on
of deer
that fourth
season
down
tomorrow.
earlier in the game. That was an easy call for them to call the first down. I don't know why that one wasn't.
Hankton hands off to Woody. Woody's got to try to bounce around that outside.
Good block by Davis right there. Good pancake block.
Davis had himself a game. The senior, Javion Davis, kind of catching a cramp though, isn't he? Yeah. Go ahead and get him subbed in. That'll bring in Hodges. Javion had him a heck of a game tonight. Hankton's in the gun. He's going to hand to Grimes. Grimes sheds of one tackle. Trying to get around that outside. Drags another guy. Makes him miss. Runs into a host of lines all the way down to the –
That's a good run right there by Woody.
24.
Kind of sat there, and he was able to – good patient run, trying to get out to the left and come back around to the right, and had the Manila people kind of collapse on him. Instead of trying to fight for more yards, he just bulldozers right through them.
The Manila people, huh? Goodness gracious.
Well,
the Manila lines. Brandon New's going to check into this one.
My mind was kind of caught off guard. Gary, for some reason, decided to get right in my face while I was talking right then, trying to mess with me. But
Taylor Owens in at quarterback.
Didn't work. We're
see what the junior can do. You got Larry slotted out at receiver here. Haven't seen much of that. Going to hand off to Woody. Woody's going to try to bounce it outside. Hodges getting a tackle. A block. He gets it. Woody dragging people.
Just hold on to the ball.
Go on down after that. Good hard run from Woody.
Oh my! That was interesting right there with Manila. We got a flag now. I don't understand what this one's about.
It's over there on Brendan New. There is no way.
That was a late flag.
If they're caught, I promise you, number 17, Brandon New, has said nothing in this game.
Hold. Okay, I mean that's.
It's not the hold, that the fact it was just so late.
But it was like the play was over and the flag came out.
We were running in a play.
It was a solid 3 to 4 seconds after the play was over, and then the flag came out for a hold.
I wouldn't mind hitting Brandon New on that left side right here.
I was sitting here looking at the Manila players almost start fighting each other because one of them fell on the other, and he thought he got hit in the back. And
going to hit a 5-yard encroachment here.
Yeah, it's going to be a false start.
Like I said, false start on Junction City. That'll back it up to 1st and 15. Bringing on Demarion Henry for Hudson. Hudson's night's finished. A lot of things to work on, though, D. Wood, in this for Junction. I mean, get the penalties worked out. Had a slow start tonight.
Yeah, had a bad. Well, you started out quick kind of with the first little touchdown drive right there and broke out for a long run by Hankton. But other than that, it kind of was a slow first half until the last few minutes, and then the second half kind of separated themselves in the third quarter.
Hand off to Caldwell. Didn't go much.
Number 22,
and as far as some of the names we've heard so far and the numbers we've looked up, I mean, it's been mainly juniors that have been making the plays for Manila. So, I mean,
a lot of underclassmen.
They got a decent future ahead of them next year.
Now, that's looking at Scorebook Live.
Yeah, quarterback's a sophomore also. I mean,
they'll have their coach for a second year next year. You got the first year out of the way. I see some promise in that Manila team. Caldwell at running back, Owens at quarterback. Going to hand to Caldwell. Caldwell makes a guy miss. Caldwell
outside.
Got a good block from Lee.
Another block from Larry.
All the way down to the –
close to the first down, and they're not going to give it to him. Well, they're going to give this one to him.
We took the best chain gang member and put him up here with
the other last week.
D. Wood. Who's this over here behind us?
Caleb Young, you better watch out. He's been
looking for math?
He's been looking for his geometry lesson.
No, this right here, man, it's been fun. It's you got a lot to look forward to for Manila, Junction City. You got another week to play.
Caleb Young, he was running the play clock down there. What is he doing up here with us, Brennan?
He's lost. He's got his numbers mixed up.
I guess he's thinking Gentry's just going to handle it all down there now.
Gentry's already got a load. We got Caldwell in the backfield with Owens. Misdirection. Owens makes a guy miss. Slung around, still stays up, goes down at all the way back at about the 20.
I'm going to put it at the 18.
Well, he went down at the 20.
Yeah, it's where contact's made, though, Brennan. It's football.
Well, I haven't seen much of it tonight, D-Wood. They've been awful handsy with it. It's going to bring up a 2nd and about 13. Larry on this side, Twins far side. Owens at the quarterback position is going to hand off to Caldwell.
Again. He
cuts
back.
He's got some space. If he can get by that one guy, he does. Good block. Caldwell with the touchdown.
That was a good run right there by Caldwell.
Who got that seal block on the outside there? Larry.
It was Larry on the outside. Definitely got that good block. That was a good cutback, though, by Caldwell.
Caldwell
good
made
vision right
great
there.
Great vision. Found pay dirt. 3:40 left in this one.
I believe it's his first touchdown of the year, rushing.
I think so.
First touchdown overall. He wanted it. He's diving for it. He was going to get it.
It's going to bring up Mr. Automatic here for the PAT.
Get a good snap here. Kind of a one
side. Owens handles it well, and he's going to put that up and through. 52-6. We'll be back in 30 seconds. 3:10 left to play in this one.
careful because I don't know if Denton's doing his job down there.
I thought I would. I'm fired. That's all right. Kyle's got it. They run the ball a lot, do we? Wing T? 5, 4, 3, 2.
A little whipping nay-nay action down here.
Is Hankton with them yet?
Go ahead and you could show the cheerleaders now. I mean, this is their
Show
time
Hankton.
to shine.
Who's that with him?
Dinister right there.
Look at her. Cole getting set to tee this one up from the 40.
The boot.
He's got it. It's going to be all the way down to about the 27.
Number 13 returning.
11. That was – I don't know if he got pushed into him by Kane Lee or what.
The freshman Brown almost had him wrapped up, and then
I don't know if Kane Lee slung him into
He
it.
was like, you know what? No, you're not getting a tackle, freshman. He just kind of cleaned his clock. You don't get no glory today. Justin Johnson, the guy was swagged out last week.
My goodness, look at JJ, number
With a
25
towel
out
out the
here.
back again, man.
Woo!
All he needs is a face shield, and he is approved. Let's see. It's going to be look like a new quarterback in for Manila.
20. I'm trying to see the number. Is that 28 for Junction?
Like a legal substitution.
Nemo Caldwell, you got the Kennedy on the field at safety.
We got 12 on the field right now.
50 seconds left in this one, D-Wood. Let's go ahead and start talking a little bit about next week. You're going to roll more than likely all the way up to Walnut. There's 5 minutes left in that one. It's still 46-35.
Walnut's got the ball. They're probably going to try to milk the clock the rest of the way.
Kennedy with the tackle. I watched a little bit of that Hoxie game the other day. They're big.
And speed-wise, so they're going to have to make the plays that they need to make on the outside.
Lamontre Hankton had 10 rushes for 134 with 2 touchdowns. Devontae Grimes had 6 for 48. Caldwell 3 for 33. Penister 4 for 6. Passing, Hankton went 8 for 14, 185, 3 touchdowns with an interception. Defense, let me read this quickly for you. We'll get the defensive stats later. Banks led it with 9. Brennan Lee also had 9. Javion had 10 with a sack. Great game by the Junction City team in general. Manila, congratulations on a great season.
Got a bright future ahead.
A very bright future ahead. Thank y'all for making the trip down here. Y'all be safe on the way home.
Great
Rest of y'all's
crowd by
fans.
them also.
Anything else you want to say about next week, D-Wood?
I'm excited, man. Got that little first round, little skid
Jitters
out the way right here.
You got to see Hankton open it up in the second half and look more like Lamontre Hankton throwing the ball. A lot of excitement.
A little bit more composed right there, and he was able to hit some passes, and it opened up the game a lot.
We're going to have him next week be on his game. Wood, it's 52-6 here for a final. We will see y'all next week.
The following has been an exclusive presentation of the Dragon Sports Network.